Mechwarrior, welcome aboard. This is Up Plays Mechwarrior 5, all 4 DLCs, career mode. Right now we just finished off the Kestrel Lancer first 2 missions, and we are still in fact in the Avigate system, where that ends up and where it all plays out. At the end of the last mission I was randomly discussing the Grey Death Legion here and the Erendani Light Horse, I guess, here, and how part of my purpose of doing this DLC was to run through the bounty hunter missions as much as I could, and how it appeared so far that the way to make them get involved was to fight against their employer, and by lore, these two are stalwart Davian mercenary companies, so the conjecture from me is that here, if I take this one, fighting Davian, they should come down to intercede. Now that's both good and bad, because that means you're taking on more than the original mission was intended to be, in theory. Is it balanced? I kind of doubt it, because if it was balanced, you wouldn't earn the extra rewards of taking these guys out. And for some reason I'm block taking all my points again. Not fair. And it's only 175 tons to start with, so I'm kind of at a little bit of a handicap here, and we're going to take it because that's what the game is all about.
Your visibility will be limited out there and have adverse effects on your sensors.
Obviously, I'm not going to throw away 2/3 of my money, nor am I taking bruised people. I'll take a resting. That's me. And we'll do a little bit of a wait so I can get a mech that at least I'm good in if I have to take on extra forces. I've got 100 tons left and I've got nothing less than 60 tons. So I'm going to go over. That's all there is to it. Unless I take the Orion and an Atlas, and that would be kind of silly. Or would it? I'd take a lot of junk coming back at me. This is, I think, a battlefield. Be nice if it would actually read it out. Battlefield. That might actually be a viable choice there, huh? And it might not. Let's do the mechs first, then see who's good on them. I need something that can hold its own, and something on the light side that can dance well. 35%. I'll take that loss and see if I pull out a mercenary company. Looking for experienced pilots in the Black Knight who aren't banged up and bruised, and that's him. So I'm gonna take her.
The lady in the air is gone. We're ready to go, Commander.
Quick draw gets Holder.
Time to get nasty.
Okay. 35 tons over, 35% loss. That's a bit of a kick in the head, because the 35 tons over is 17% overage actually. It's at 200, well, almost 17%. We'll call it 20. It's a, do the math. I'm not doing math, I'm drinking rum. Let's go sink some electrons. I know nobody listens to this, so I'm not afraid to say I'm drinking rum. Nobody's going to come up and do the, you can't talk about that on YouTube. It's like, I'll be damned, why not? Pardon me, why the fuck not? Let's go. It's Gosling's Black Seal and Diet Dr. Pepper Cherry. Or, I guess it's Zero nowadays, they don't call it Diet. It's a cherry molasses mixture.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
We have the opportunity to pull off a big payday if we can maintain this position beyond what our contract stipulates, Commander. That said, Farhad will never shut up about it if your mechs return to the hangar looking like Swiss cheese. Good luck.
Farhad will never shut up anyway. Yeah, it's funny, I'm a diabetic, but I can drink that and it doesn't show up on my blood glucose monitor.
Stay sharp, Mechwarriors. Ally Command reports enemy movement is projected to hit your location at any moment. Time to earn our pay.
How about if you stay there, Rihanna, and tell me which way they're coming from?
New target, Spider. Target acquired.
Lance target engaged.
Since you already shot at it.
Falling in file formation, sir.
Thank you. Spider coming in much faster than the other guy, probably. Be great if I could see him. Okay, at least they're actually shooting. Shot.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Attacking shared target.
Big nice rock I got there.
You must have really kicked over the beehive here, Commander. More hostiles inbound.
Target destroyed. Heat critical.
Hey, I guess the volcanoes should give it away. This is a hot planet. We'll just cool off. 12 more to go. And obviously no mercenaries because they land right away if they're coming. So that was a wasted assumption and a few points of love from Davian.
Target acquired.
More enemies inbound. They really are gunning for you, Commander.
Did they really kill them? That was good on them. Okay, just one.
There,
Good.
it's one of the more tanks. Destroy it.
Target destroyed.
You guys get the
Target
tank.
acquired.
I know I didn't kill them, so where'd they go? There they are.
Target acquired.
900 yards.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Engaging Commander's target.
Yeah, I'm not going to shoot through the hill, I don't think.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Getting that quick draw has got an LRM-10 on it.
The chopper here. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Additional hostiles have been dispatched. They're heading your way.
Did we get that last one? I don't think we did. There we go. Nice rock.
Target destroyed.
Ooh, now we get a bunch. Cool.
New target, fire starter.
Take 'em.
Copy. We're on it, sir.
Nice lava. It's obviously on the other side of this building.
Reporting visual contact. Hostiles.
Yes.
It's chopper. Yes. Scrap metal. I copy that.
Target destroyed. Incoming missile.
Moving on. Lance target.
A little bit heated out there.
Heat critical.
I'm gonna go for the VTOL. I had a VTOL. There he is. Hiding in the volcano flood.
That's all the kills we need, Commander. Stay as long as you like, but pickup is available at the extraction site when you're ready.
I haven't even taken a hit yet. I could stay for the 500k extra, but I'm so overpowering these guys. It's just... I wanted a mercenary company, so that's not the way to get it to come.
Contract successful. Time to get paid.
Problem is, as I watch and see other folks playing the same thing, they're not having any real hints or tips I can really use to get these mercenary companies to come at me. I don't get it. I don't find it enjoyable to fly around wasting C-bills on 175-ton missions. I get one pick. Might as well be a medium laser. That'll probably get used eventually. Not a bad shoot 'em up, but what's that mission I got? Oh, that's still going to be the bring her home. That's a good one. That nets me a Victor Vasilic hero mech. Not a bad one, not a good one. 2 ballistics on one arm, 2 lasers on the other, and an SRM. If you push it, you can put 2 large lasers on the arm. I'm gonna fly over here and take a look at, yeah, I'm not going all the way up there. I got Kamal, which is the conspirators. That gives me a rifleman DNA. That might be in this guy's zone, in which case I got several missions of potential mercenary company. He's all the way out to here, which is Bora Bora. Yep, Uprising Quelled. I gotta do it my way too, so just hunting down these guys really can't be an entire DLC walkthrough because they're just not there. They're not coming. Let's go to here and see what we can get up for hero mechs for sale or rare mechs, whichever. I do have the entirety of Kestrel Lancer 2 coming up, in which I have to field a 315 and a 300 and, I want to say 40 ton at the very last. 11th and 12th missions. Got a Marauder. I am kind of weak on the 75 tonners. The big heavies, as I should say. And this guy's gone. He's not really there anyway. And this should be in cold storage. I'm not going to need it anymore until I go back to running infiltrations, etc. So I've got a hero mech over here and a possible marauder mech right here. Let's take a look at it. And a Cyclops Z. Is that the heavy one? That's the fast one. Okay. I like Cyclops because they can run at 64 without too much meddling around. But I wouldn't take it unless it was a hero mech and it had an XL. Because as it stands, this is, quite frankly, the weapons of a heavy mech. And the speed of a heavy, and the armor of a heavy too. The cost of an assault mech. So where's that Marauder? The 3D and the 3R. Just a little bit chewed up for the 3R probably. Yeah, a little chewed up, no legs. Let's take a look at this guy. This is the, doesn't have a ballistics, but 2 PPCs and a large laser kind of sort of make up for that in boomstick power, huh? Although not with the alpha damage he's got here. Still thinking. I'm gonna go take a look at the hero mech. Maybe get back to it, then come back and do the rifleman. Sorry, the Eyes on Democracy one. Yeah, that's the actual name of the Heroes of the Inner Sphere one. High reward mission anyway. Conspirators is the subtitle, I guess. I got a Black Widow. Boom, 16. Sold to the guy with the lots of cash still remaining. And the Banshee 3S. Just not there. Not for me. 95 tons of, well, that's not bad. I'm confused. I always thought the 3S was a close-in, small. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. 70. I can make that better by, well, doing a lot of things, but 8 energy weapons, that's hot. I don't mean like she's a pretty chick walking down the road. Singles, 11 of them. That's not bad. I gotta take a look at what I got. Give me a second here as I walk through. Well, I just got a Black Widow, but can I mount up the... Oh yeah, I got 3 Atlases. I can do the 310, 315. 3 Atlases and a Stalker. Get him out the way. If I do, first of all, let's do a repair off. And a Battle Master, so I think I'm good to go for Kestrel Lancers as I stand. I think I'll be better if I take one more assault mech. And that would be that Banshee, wouldn't it? And I've still got, wow, a full year and some to go. That's just a surprising development I hadn't really foreseen. Thought I'd have to do a little bit more digging for that. Not to mention there are assault mechs available within the Kestrel Lancers missions as well. They give you like a Zeus or something, I think. But I'm going to go ahead and take this Banshee and take the time to fix it up. And I'm doing this in the name of science to show you that the Banshee's not truly a bad data mech. I mean, after all, it was just introduced this year, 3026, so it's a brand new mech. It's just got a couple dents on the paint and needs all new equipment. By which I mean all new equipment. But it's cheap. 7 million, assault mech. That'll run with the Atlases. And we'll do it first, because the Black Widow I want to spend some special time with. You can always pause on those screens as I go by so you can see what I'm looking at. And I seriously thought I'm going to get a repair all and fix it, but ka-ching! Yes, I do. That's because I have a wonderful assortment of equipment that I need to sort through and sell stuff from. 1, I don't like PPCs. Okay, I suck at shooting PPCs. And I've got 2 large lasers that are matched. And I've got 7 tier 3s. That'll fill these up. The short ranges are kind of not in my bailiwick. And we'll drop out the tier 1/6, put in a tier 3. And with all that said, and dropping the big old PPCs, I come down to I lost a half point of damage. And I can get that back by upgrading that to a whole lot better. Pretty sure I have a whole lot better. There we go. A whole lot better. No, I don't intend to run this myself. Because basically if it's an assault mech kind of trip, I'm going to run it with my Atlas, one of the Atlases, not these guys. I've still got 5 more tons I can play with. But the reason I was just talking I'm not going to run it myself is it's only got 2 AC-10 AMOs. Now I could give it another, because like I just said, I have 5 more tons to go with. I need to take a look at supporting, supporting the left arm by giving it some more critical hit shot. I could put another medium in here. Or I could put a half ton each of, no, I don't need another, I don't need, if I'm not running it, 1 ton's good for the SRM and 2 should be good for the AC-10. But I will go ahead and, I'm just going to do that anyway. Who knows, I may need to run it. And it kind of really bites to run out of ammo and have to watch how many shots you're doing. We'll do a max armor next. And that was one of the problems with the Banshee. And that took it all up too, didn't it? A little bit low on the legs, but that's it. How's my heat? Not good. Not good at all. How's my double heat sinks? None. I might have to do a little bit of swiping from some of my other mechs and get this guy up to speed. I know the Black Widow's got a buttload, so we're going to go ahead and start this one off for now, but I just got to do... Yes, I do in fact have better sensors. I think big mechs ought to have better sensors if you got them. Do I have them on the market? Targeted computer Mark V. I don't know what that one does. They've completely changed. Oh, it's 10 tons, so it doesn't really make a difference. I'm not taking it. Oh yeah, all kind of stuff. Don't need it. I'll buy them. Okay. Kick that off. 124 days. It'll be ready in no time. That was a pretty thorough rebuild, wasn't it? Black Widow. Natasha Karinsky's mech, while the early days of the Wolf's Dragoons. Later on, she moved into a... what the heck was it? I forget. Rodder 2, maybe? In any case, this is a machine gun chainsaw. And that's the whole thing. Moves into close range and just saws things in half with their machine gun. That's according to the lore. In real life, machine gun puts out 1 damage per second off, so it's just 4 points per second. It's not going to chainsaw a mech in half anytime soon. And the ERPPCs from long distance, they're supported by a lot of double heat sinks, and guess what's going to happen to them? First things first, that goes away. This goes away. 2 of them. I'll give her 2 of these. Give it 2 of these. I don't think I have better... I do in fact have better machine guns. Let's put them all in. I am noting the engine double heat sinks enviously in the XL engine. Those will eventually go into assault mechs. Got to cool those puppies down and let them just keep shooting. That's all there is to it. With the changes I just made, I cooled it down 3 points lower, and I've got no problem taking out at-risk double heat sinks. And yet, having done all that, I gained 5 points on Alpha Strike and another 1.5 on damage per second. Cut the alpha heat down by 11.4. To me, much better mech. And I regained, I think it was 4 double heat sinks that I could spread, and I've still got 10 tons to do all kind of weird stuff with, including rip out that XL engine, which is responsible for 8 tons, and put it in something else. Like that. Take this here. Get rid of that. Do that instead. I haven't maxed maxed armor yet. I don't think I've ever driven a mech where I actually ran running out of machine gun armor. I've still got an extra ton so I can throw in one more heat sink. And I don't see why not doing that, but not a double. Yeah, not a double. I'm at 5 point something for potential heat. I've got 3 tons of SRM ammo for a single SRM6. That's a little bit of overkill considering it only had 2 half tons for the machine guns. I may even come back at some point and I'm going to put the singles on the arms to help with critical hits on arms. At 69, I got a ton left. Do I have any ammo for AMSs? The only way to find out is actually mount an AMS, and the easiest way to find out, and then look for ammo. I do not have AMS ammo. And I doubt the market does either. Nah. That's interesting. Machine gun double. Who the heck carries that much machine gun ammo? If not this. And that's a very cool mech. That's a constant fire kind of mech. Never worry about heating up at all. Yep, we'll do that. When the Banshee comes out, if there's nothing else needing it, the Banshee will be getting a XL engine and some double heat sinks to cool it off a little bit, and that'll make that a very, very viable mech, I think. Meaning I think that's where I'm gonna put it. I'm just eyeballing my A. You get time constrained on the Crystal Lancer campaign, but not as much so as the Free Rauselhage. So I might have time to switch this out to an LRM support mech somewhere in the middle. But really, this guy is perfect for the city fight at the very, very end, as well as stomping through the warship in the Crystal Lancer missiles. I just really would like to give it something more long range than an AC-5, which is nothing. Okay, I got 33 minutes into this, which is about my limit for where I want to go with a mech. Or for an episode, sorry, got to thinking. It should never let me be thinking. That's not a bad one. Anybody here besides Goblin that just completely underperforming? Goblin, I gotta put him in to get this up, and I don't want to put him in. That's kind of dangerous. That's the only way I'd actually put Goblin into a mech is if I was the pilot, and that somewhat corrects that issue. I do a lot less damage. That's the whole deal behind that. But I got a lot of good mechs here. I don't need more mechs. I'm sorry, mech pilots here. Got a lot of good mechs too. I think I'm going to pass on the Marauder. And we're going to swing over and do the Conspirators for our next mission. Well, my new PC is burning away at 1.2%, 2.3. Yeah, I'm kind of liking it. It's a mini PC from Minis Forum. It's a UM690. It's got 32 gigs of RAM. Integrated video. It's AMD, of course. I think it's a 6900. It's about the size of a CD case in its overall dimensions, but it's about 1.25 inches thick, if you will. So it's like a stack of, I don't know, 3 CDs and a double, something like that. Very cool, very fast, and a heck of a lot cheaper than all the crap on the market that does the same. It'll do a single 8K and 2 4Ks independently, and that's what I've got stacked up on my desk is a 34-inch wide that does 4K, and my old on my left-hand side that is showing me OBS and my system's monitor that tells me heat and all that kind of good stuff. So it's a kick-ass little system for an OPA. That's all I got to say. Here we are. Did I accept this contract? I did. Okay, so we got it. Contracts. 60 campaign at 290 ton. And it's going to be a defense mission. And we'll get to that in the next episode of Opa Plays Mechwarrior 5. Until then, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And Opa's out.